Welcome to Tavern Talk Live from Magruders Pub in Depew, New York, with your hosts, renowned children's book author Keith White Jr. and Salvatore Morocco.
All right, hello. Welcome to Tavern Talk 716. I am international best-selling children's author Keith White. I am here with...
My name is Duran Gomez. I'm a man of many hats, and tonight I'm just going to try to do my best talk show host motif, if you will.
Motif.
I'm sure we'll get into all the things that I do and that I've done and that I like to do. But tonight I'm just hoping to make an entertaining show with my friend Keith.
All right. See, my biggest problems were you said an entertaining shoe, and you said you had many hats, and I only see one. We have and there
now
you
I got
go.
two.
Ron will get himself on camera. Our producer Ron will get himself on camera anyhow, even if it's just his hat, he will get himself on camera. Yes, that's right, Ron. I'm talking to you, buddy. Ranting Ron. He wants me to say ranting Ron. He is ranting Ron. Either way, his hat was in the scene.
He's like that wacky neighbor on Three's Company. He just pops in uncalled for.
Larry? I think Larry
was that his name?
Larry was the neighbor on Three's Company.
Go figure.
No? Anybody? All right, fair enough. Ron says yes. Ranting Ron again says yes. I have absolutely no idea what we're going to talk about or what we're doing here. We walked into chaos, and now we're live on Periscope or Facebook or YouTube or Spotify or wherever it is that you are watching/listening to this show. We are there. So.
And that is never a good start for any show. So we are going to do our best to right this ship and be entertaining. So,
although I will say the previous show, if anybody didn't watch, I have no idea how many viewers this thing's getting. But the previous show, they did a lot of sports talk. They had a good time. We're doing a lot more tavern talk.
Yeah, so that means we're going to talk sports, music, social media. And then maybe not so much the local news.
You owe me $3 because it took less than 5 minutes for Ron to get on camera.
I never ever made a bet. for the record,
less than 5 minutes to walk by. We are here at Magruders in Depew on we on Broadway? Broadway in Depew. Magruders. If anybody wants to come down, you probably won't make it before the end of the show, but hey, come on down. You can get some 65-cent chicken wings, and there's plenty of beer, and I hear money swishing around next to me.
I don't know how I end up paying you for Ron being a jerk.
Because I knew he was going to. Also, you bought this bucket of beer, and I just made $3. Tonight is a good night.
That's it. My generosity is running thin.
Well, that's fair. People are laughing. They like it. So we walked in. I
feel like we should start a topic of some kind.
Well, I was going to start the topic of when we walked in tonight. Ron, I was setting everything up in a different location than where we are right now. A much worse.
The wrong location.
The wrong location. And he told me that we were going to be doing 4 15-minute segments between us and the other guys, and we'd be switching back and forth.
That sounds right.
And then you got here about 5 minutes after me, and then I said, "Hey, Ron, tell Duran about the segments." And he said,
completely different pitch.
Yeah, he said, those guys are going to go on for half an hour, then you're going to go on for half an hour. I said, those are not 15-minute segments.
That's not what you just finished telling me.
30-minute segments. So in all that time, I had absolutely no idea what we were going to talk about. I knew they were doing sports. What I thought we were going to do is they'd do sports for 15 minutes. We'd come on and chit-chat, and kind of lighten the mood a little. Then they'd do more sports. And then we'd come on and kind of main event the show. And talk, whatever's going on. Tell people to come on down to Magruders for 65-cent wings and delicious buckets of beer. They're pouring them all night long, and the wings are awesome. So anyway, that just happened. So anyway, I thought that's how we would roll. We get a couple. We'd be the the peanut butter.
Color.
We'd be the peanut butter and jelly in the sandwich. The bread is
the
necessary.
Good part.
Yeah, the bread's necessary, but the peanut butter and jelly is what you came for. That's what I thought we were going to do tonight. And then those guys went on for half an hour. They were great. But they went on, and then we had nothing. And Ron's doing something. I don't know what.
He's informed us on how many viewers we have. We have 4 viewers. So thank you, viewers.
We lost one.
One person didn't
Whoever
share.
left.
Now that we're talking about Ron.
they will be back because he's about to run in the back and turn
All
his
right,
phone
cool.
on. So we're gonna have 4 viewers again in no time. This is the first episode. This is the. He just said this is his phone. This is the first episode. We didn't expect many, if any, viewers. I'm actually surprised at 3 viewers. I'm pretty impressed with that, really. They're probably all sitting in the bar here, but either way, I'm excited that we got viewers. We had absolutely no idea what we were going to talk about. I actually feel kind of bad. I haven't stopped talking since we started. Duran said about 8 words and paid me $3. So far, the show's going well for me.
Just Keith. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, producer Ranting Ron.
Hey, Keith is an awesome writer for children's books. And Keith, why don't you tell us a little about you? Why don't you guys give us a little background on each of yourself? Keith, we'll start with you.
Well, I would have gotten there, Ron. I would have gotten to talking about me. If there's one thing in this world that I don't have issue with, it's talking about me. Now, if you wanted me to talk about him, I did talk about the bar a couple times. But if you want me to talk about him, you, them, I might have issue. But when we talk about me, I'm good to go. You know, you can check me out on KeithWhiteJr.com, Amazon.com/author/Keith White Jr. If you're wondering why I'm saying those things,
It's an Amazon best-selling children's author, if I'm not
Boom.
mistaken.
You are 100% correct. I am an Amazon international best-selling children's author. I've sold books on every continent in the country. I was going to get to the books themselves. They are children's books. They are chapter books. We picked up a bunch of viewers now. We're at 7. Boom, we went from 3 to 7. We more than doubled.
Yeah, we got to keep this train rolling.
Thank you very much. Oh, we just picked up another. We are at 8. We are at 8 viewers. So anyway, I have written 41 children's books. They are chapter books with pictures to color in between the chapters for kids who have trouble concentrating, retaining information. They can read a chapter, color a picture, gives them a rest, gives them a break, something I don't know how to do, and they can jump right back in and read. If you want to know more, check out KeithWhiteJr.com, check out Amazon.com. You can either search for Keith White Jr. or you can do Amazon.com/author/Keith White Jr. I'm there too. Anywhere you want, Twitter at Keith White Jr. Keith is spelled K-E-F White Jr. I am verified. I have 52,000 followers. Join us. We are a huge group of people. Join us. And I know you keep putting the microphone up. I'm just, you're on a roll. I'm putting myself over like crazy here. So what I'm going to do is,
Keep going, Hogan.
Once I'm done here, Ron is going to get behind me and he's going to do something. I don't know what it is. Well, hey, you can't show the win. They don't sponsor us. They do not sponsor us. Ron is 52 years old. He's never had a beer. Does that mean you're going to have one with us right now?
This isn't Tavern
Whoa.
Talk with
It's Tavern
Ranting
Talk.
Ron,
It is.
Keith, and
It is Tavern Talk, and Ron is about to have a beer. Ron is. Why are you here? Then why? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the kids are saying, Ron. Just a sip. Just a sip.
All right.
I'm gonna give them to. I was gonna throw these.
I was gonna piggyback what you were saying.
Please do.
They're amazing books. Amazing books. I'm a huge fan of the Color With Me adventure, where the reader. I mean, they're for children, but not. You don't have to be a child to get into these books.
Everyone loves coloring.
I know,
Everyone loves reading.
exactly.
You can also, I apologize, but you can also, I do know, I've talked to some parents who they will read the chapter to their kids, then have the kids color the picture, and then they can discuss what they read, what they colored, what they drew, and kind of, it's something you can do together. It's a bonding experience for parents and their kids together. But please, keep putting me over. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Basically, what I was getting to was you read the chapter basically, and then there's a picture of color at the end, which encompasses the theme of the last chapter. And I think that's an amazing idea for a children's book, and I fully support them. The books are amazing. I have several of my own. In fact, getting on to myself, I've done many things. I always try to keep myself busy. I enjoy being entertaining, and I enjoy living life to its fullest, if you will. And one of the things I've gotten to do is professional wrestling. And when I began, I started as a masked luchador by the name of Tego Torres.
Oh my God, you just told 8 viewers that you're Tango Torres. Oh my God, I don't...
Well, anyways, what we were going to get to is Tego Torres, since I no longer wrestle, has had the fortune of living on through the Keith White Jr. adventures.
Yes, Tango Torres is a huge character in most of my books. Actually, there's maybe 2 books that Tango Torres is not in, but he is in almost all of them. He's a huge character. I do appreciate that you've allowed me to do whatever I want with it, with absolutely nothing I have to give to him or do for him. I can just use the character as I please forever in perpetuity. Correct?
That is correct.
Yes.
I also know that Keith is a stand-up guy, and if it came down to it, and he was becoming successful with the character, he would
Becoming successful? Oh, you just mean with that character?
financially.
With that one character.
Not that you're not successful, but I wouldn't say the money's like rolling.
Well, I will say that's another. You know what? I will actually say, speaking of money, if you were to buy one of my books, every penny that I get in royalties from my books, we actually use to buy books to donate to kids who can't normally afford those books. So every month I get a royalty check from the publisher. That money goes to buying books, which we stockpile. And then if there's a book signing or an event with kids who can't afford books, we actually bring books so that every kid walks out with one completely autographed. They all get a bookmark. Those kids get free books. So every nickel I make, you're right, I don't make money because every nickel that I get goes right to buying more books to donate. So
And
very good.
I also have no regret whatsoever giving you full rights to the character because
And creative
I
control.
fully support your decision and creativity and direction. And
I appreciate that. All right, that's excellent. And I will say, it's weird sitting in a bar telling everybody about the children's books that I write for kids that have trouble reading, kids with ADHD, kids who can't concentrate or remember what they read. And while I'm doing that, I am drinking a beer.
tasty beers.
Oh, they're very tasty here at Magruder's. You should come on down to Magruder's. The beers are plentiful. They're inexpensive, but they are high quality. And chicken wings are 65 cents a piece tonight on Mondays, which is awesome. You can't get, and they're delicious. I actually almost didn't come on the air tonight because I wanted to eat wings. I thought about ordering some wings and just letting Duran handle everything, but I knew you'd botch the whole thing. So here I am, waiting to eat the delicious wings. If I put my hand up, he can't hear me. He won't know we're talking about him. So, yeah. So, all right. Anyway, yeah,
Well,
so
speaking
Duran,
of botching things, it's totally true, which is why I started off my pro wrestling career as a masked wrestler. With that, but on one last note, with the Tango Torres theme, I lost it. No, I got it. I got it back. I am totally content with the character living on beyond my wrestling abilities, more so than any sort of financial
what is
financial
this?
gain that I could get
Where did this come from?
from the books.
Really?
What I say doesn't matter.
Magruders has just heard the things we were saying about their delicious wings, and I guess they have brought us wings to eat. So what we're going to do right now is that, oh, thank you. Here are napkins, which are very necessary. So what's going to happen right
Taste
now is
testing.
Duran is going to talk for a moment, and I guess I'm going to do one of the things you should never do on camera, which is eat. You should not eat on camera, whether you're on live television or in a movie. You don't just that's especially a chicken wing like this, but I'm going to do it because I cannot wait. So I'm going to eat this chicken wing. What I'm going to ask you before I do is I would like you to talk about any projects you currently have going on, anything that people might want to be on the lookout for. I know you did, you're a professional wrestler and you wrestle, but you're kind of in a retirement limbo right now. You're more than welcome to continue to talk about your wrestling career and where you went from Tango Torres, because I know it went on a lot longer than that. But if you want to talk about anything current while I'm eating, I'm not going to be able to respond. So it's going to be all you. So please, I'm going to have one of these delicious 65-cent Magruder wings. I am a shill. And I'm going to eat one of these while you talk. So you please go ahead. And if anybody, you want to cover half your screen while I eat a wing, because eating wings is messy. If anybody wants to cover half their screen, you go ahead right now. I will be talking again when I'm done. But Duran, you go right ahead. I'm going to eat one of these.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I should probably not eat.
And
with the
you
microphone
mentioned
up,
that
so.
eating on screen is one of the things that you probably should not do. So I just want the audience to know that this is the show to come to see all the things that you're not supposed to do while hosting a show. We're going to be notorious. You just make a list. You make a list and we're going to cover it, basically.
Ranting Ron just wanted me to make sure I'm saying the name of the place correctly.
Somebody wants you to moon them. Can you believe that? Tell me, do not.
I am not going to do that. I am an international best-selling children's author. I'm not going to show my buttocks, but I will continue to eat this wing at Magruders because Ron thinks I'm saying it the wrong way.
She's laughing
Magruders.
at
We're not the
Amy
Magruder.
Sanchez wants you to moon her.
Amy Sanchez wants Duran to moon the camera, but we are not going to do that. But I am going to continue to eat this wing. So you go ahead. I'm sorry to mean to interrupt.
she
But
said
Ranting
him.
Ron did.
Oh.
Yeah, I know him. That's what I said. Nobody wants to see
Well,
me.
my apologies,
Everyone wants
Amy.
to see this guy.
But we are in a public place, and I haven't had enough beers for that type of behavior. So we're going to pass that. But thank you for that. And we are going to skip to a little about myself.
I like girls.
I have had many passions, and the two at the top of the list of my passions.
Besides me.
Dude, not in public, we agreed. Well, that being
Like
said,
that.
at the top of my list of passions are music. I consider myself to be, beyond music, a guitarist, more so. I have a love for the guitar, basically. And then, flybys. And then, so obviously we covered pro wrestling. So I did pro wrestling for many years. Prior to that,
We had a visitor.
I was in some metal bands, and I love heavy metal music, and I love playing the guitar. And I felt I had taken that as far as I could at that time, and I transitioned because I just basically love being a performer. I've been in some music videos. Keith and I have had the pleasure of being in a movie filmed locally by what do you say? It's a modest film company.
You can say what the company is.
Trauma
Trauma Entertainment. It was Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. You may have seen it. You may not have. We were both.
I would recommend it once. Don't eat anything before you watch it. I always refer to it as the most unsanitary film I've ever seen, but it was a lot of fun to be in. So I will say that. So much fun filming that movie.
That wing was delicious. Oh my God, that was so good. I want to keep eating, but I want to talk because I want to put myself over. I feel something behind us. This is Joseph here behind us.
Can we give his secret identity?
You know what? No. Not yet.
So Tango Torres is
Yes.
the limit
Yeah,
for the
I
day.
didn't even think you were going to do the Tango Torres. So, Joseph, you got to get in the shot, brother. Watch the producer. He's going to tell you where to get in the shot.
Magruders. I do not eat meat, but I do enjoy celery and carrots.
Which just means more chicken wings for me.
So,
and these are delicious. So, I'm going to eat them. That isn't an issue for me. So, he doesn't eat meat. I'm going to keep eating wings. So, what I would like you to talk about while I eat is I did a lot of talking. This works out well because I did a lot of talking. They brought wings. Now I keep eating them because these are so good. 65 cents at Magruders. Ron Magruder.
Well, I thought you chimed in because we were going to discuss Trauma. Trauma and filming Poultrygeist.
But
Well, I mean,
all right. No. We'll talk about that for a minute. The wings here are good, warm, cold. Joe, what are you doing? What? He told you to stare creepily at the camera? I don't think he did.
For
Because
those
if
of
so,
you-
he is the worst producer in the history of podcasts.
For those of you at home, that's our friend Joe. He is involved a little bit behind the scenes with, I guess, whatever we want him to
A
do.
little bit of everything. He's into a little bit of everything. If there's one
He
thing,
is into a little bit of everything.
yeah. So, and here comes Ron. This is a mess.
Oh my God.
Things were going really
Amy
well.
wants to see my butt. Joe and Ron can't get off of me. Come on, guys.
This
Let's
this
keep this
started off
somewhat-
well. It was rolling, and now it is a mess now.
Man.
The wings came and things fell apart. And there have been a lot of parties I've been to where the wings came and things went off the rails. I've been to those parties, and we're here now. I'm an international best-selling children's author.
Wait, what?
I like to throw that out at the weirdest times. Either way, Trauma. Yes, we were both in Poultrygeist. Chicken zombies. You were a chicken zombie too, right?
Yeah, we were both chicken zombies.
I actually have a story about Poultrygeist. So we went down and we were there all day, and we filmed at the old McDonald's on Bailey Avenue, and
It was a Burger King.
no, it was
It
McDonald's.
was a Burger King.
That was a
Because
McDonald's.
there's a McDonald's down the street. It was.
I don't care.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
a
a Burger
McDonald's. No, that was a McDonald's.
Well, anyways,
You watch the movie.
irrelevant. It's
You
irrelevant.
watch the movie. You tell me what the American Chicken bunker used to be. Either way, like 2 days later, I got a call. I was at work. I got a call from one of the production assistants on the movie, and he said, "Hey, Lloyd Kaufman, the director of the movie, wants you to come down, and we're doing a massacre scene inside the restaurant. You know the scene, and he wants you to come in and get massacred." And I said, "Oh, absolutely,
Absolutely, yeah.
absolutely." So I had to work that day. So I go into my boss's office and I say, "Hey, man, I need the day off. I know I've only been here like 2 weeks, but I need the day off because I'm going to play a chicken zombie who gets massacred in a restaurant."
I would let you go.
That's fair, right? My boss says, "Yeah, that's all right, no problem. You know what? We just won't tell anybody. That's why you're. We'll just say you're sick or something." I said, "Awesome, thank you." So
So far, so good.
right, so far so good. I walk out, all excited.
That good old Keith strut.
Right. About 20 minutes later, my dad at the time worked with me. I'd only been there about 2 weeks. He got me the job. He says, "Hey, come here. So what's up?" He goes, what is this? You're going to, can I curse on this show?
No.
No cursing. What is this stuff?
Expletive.
What is this stuff that I'm hearing that you're going to be on a movie set? I said, "Oh yeah, they called me down. I'm going to be an extra. I was already on the movie, but now they're going to hook me up with all these squibs because they asked if I can take the squibs. The squibs are going to go off. I'm going to get shot. I'm going to blow up. Blood's going to go everywhere. It's going to be awesome." You know, he says to me, "No, you're not." "What do you mean, no, I'm not?" He says, "No. In fact, if you do take the day off and you go down there, I'm going to make sure everybody here knows and all the higher-ups know that you took the day off to go on a movie set and you weren't sick."
You should have still done it.
I've only been there like 2 weeks and I really needed the job.
But I feel like that's cool.
Well, it wasn't. So I didn't go. I had to call back. I said, "Hey, man, I can't get off of work. I can't do it." The production assistant goes, "All right, cool, man, click." I didn't even get to finish. I was like, "If there's anything else you could..." Oh, he's gone. So I didn't get to do it, and it was super disappointing. And then I watched the scene where everybody gets murdered and squibs are going off, and I was just like, that could have been me.
It was one of the better
That
scenes.
could have been me. Yep. 15 years later, though, still there. So maybe it was the right choice.
In retrospect,
In retrospect, I should have done it. I really wish I had done it.
you probably still have the job too.
Yeah, I probably still would have had the job, man, because my boss was cool with it. So I would have probably still had the job. I'd still be there. Ron keeps fiddling with the phone. It's really driving me crazy. I don't know what he's doing. He's just making sure we
so
look good.
obsessed with how many people we have viewing.
No, what he's obsessed with is no matter what camera I'm on, no matter what angle I'm on, Ron wants me to look good. And I think Amy Sanchez left.
And I think that
your
you don't
backside didn't
need
get
any
shown.
assistance.
We are at 0 viewers right now. We are
So
talking
we're
to ourselves.
to the people here that aren't
People
listening
can
to
watch
us
it on
either.
demand. They can watch it on demand later.
Well, the people in this building aren't listening to us either, so
That's how you know it's good. It's good when no one's watching online, no one's watching in the building. But I got 3, count them, 3 free chicken wings. Boom.
Wait, you know they're free?
Well, I'm not paying for them. You are then, Ron. This is a product of the show, my friend. All right. So, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry. You
was
were
talking.
before the wings came. You were talking. I
Indeed, I was.
hijacked your conversation. I hijacked most. I'm doing it right now. I hijack most conversations.
it'll happen.
If you know me, you know that I am very much a center of attention, but only because I'm so entertaining and awesome. If I wasn't, I'd be a jerk for doing that. But I'm so awesome, I'm so cool that I just hijack the conversation, and what I say means something. So I'm going to let him talk while I eat another chicken wing.
And I, contrary to that, am the jerk because I think I'm awesome and cool. So I interject in the conversation, and it doesn't go over as well as I would like.
That's true.
But I'm going to do that now, but it's with Keith's permission, so I'm not a jerk.
Still a jerk. I mean, not a jerk.
That's what I thought. Nobody's paying
Oh,
attention.
by the way, sports.
Yeah, sports. Bills, Buffalo, sports.
We're supposed to be a sports talk show. I just forgot about that until just now. So you go ahead.
Well, this is
Your
our
review.
introductory. This is our introductory episode, so we can pretty much talk about whatever we want. Like we could take questions from the comments section when viewers pop
We
in.
have 0 viewers
Not
right
moaning.
now.
Not moaning. Oh, in the future. That's how we can get our
0.
sports
We're getting.
talk in.
You say no one's watching. The crowd is watching and showing us 0. Talk about that.
That's because they both signed out.
all 8 people are on their way to Magruder's for 65-cent chicken wings and buckets of delicious beer. Magruder.
Weren't they just filming this? How did they have
Duran.
a trailer already?
I don't know what you're talking about, and people who are watching us have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, let's leave it that way.
What, the movie downtown?
Was that a trailer to a movie? Talk about it. What was it?
That was a trailer for The Quiet Place 2, and I feel like they were just here filming that.
They were here not long ago, but movies don't take that long anymore to edit and get on the screen.
That's pretty impressive. So they don't like have to like splice the film, and
No, there's
tons
not a
of
guy.
film gets left on the cutting room floor.
There was not a guy going, all right,
Terrible.
we gotta get this film cut. Everybody go out because the dailies are here and we gotta get going. All right. No, that doesn't happen.
We're 10 weeks behind schedule.
Yeah, no, they go, oh, here's the movie. They throw it on a computer. They go, click, click, click. Off it goes. I was just reading online that Cats, they were working on like 2 days before it was
Online?
in theaters.
Online?
Online what? I was reading it online, yes. Or the
Online.
movie was online.
What's on-
I don't
what
know what
online?
you're asking me. The movie Cats.
No, what online?
What are you talking about?
The internet?
Oh my god. This show is off the rails again.
Stop.
Oh god, Ron's hey guy, I'm sorry. The movie that they're shooting about was called Nightmare Alley. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
we knew what we were talking about. You
Yeah.
know about Nightmare Alley, the new Bradley Cooper movie that they're filming?
Right,
in
that they're
Buffalo?
filming currently.
Yeah.
We're talking about the movie they filmed in Buffalo that is playing in theaters as of like Friday, A Quiet Place 2, starring the dude from The Office.
Yeah.
He's still lost.
Mr. Fantastic.
I don't think he knows. The Quiet Place 2, Ron, I know I should talk to the camera, but I'm going to shift this way, and I'm going to talk to Ray and Ron.
I'll still talk to you.
So he'll stand behind the camera, which I'm still not talking to the camera. I'm talking to Ron. They filmed A Quiet Place 2, Ron, in Buffalo with the dude from The Office that played Jim. Boom. Truth bombs dropping on Ron, baby. He was Robert Redford, he said. All right. Why don't you talk to Ray, because he's Robert Redford. I'm going to leave you with that.
You're going to leave me drowning is basically what you're doing. Anyways,
My time is
I
up.
didn't get to
My
talk.
time is now.
I didn't get to talk
I
about
got
me
you.
at all.
So please do talk about you. That's what we're all here for. Ah, the end of the show.
Oh man! Next week I'll talk about me.
We got 2. We're back. 2 viewers.
Live viewers don't count.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Tell them to shut up.
That's right.
Your view doesn't matter.
What I just
Your
did.
views don't matter.
You see? I think you guys matter. See, I'm the winner of the show now. Boom.
Heal, baby. Heal life. Heal life forever.
I love that. So, you know, I was talking about you don't eat food on camera. You know why? You know what? I just was picking my teeth. You were talking, I was picking my teeth while you were talking because you don't eat chicken wings on camera. And so that did happen. I'm gonna have another sip here. Just dead silence while I take a sip of beer. That's
Yeah, I
it.
had nothing. I was
What
thinking
time
about
is it? Like
food
10
in your teeth.
Is it
We
10
can
o'clock
literally
at night?
go for as
Yeah,
long
but
as we want.
we could
It's
stay
9
on the air forever. Well, I don't. But
We really don't have anything.
I'm gonna do another thing you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do. Let's see. Oh, it's 9/11. We have been on the air for 11 minutes over what we were supposed to be on until 8.
But we didn't start on time
No,
anyway.
wait, 9. We were supposed to end at 9.
We didn't start on time anyway.
But we're gonna keep going because it's live. It's Periscope. It's not.
You know it.
It's not television. It's and then I can edit this down.
Yeah,
here.
there's no producer giving us a countdown.
We got no producer. Rant and Ron's kids are here. They're sitting right here. They're the ones clapping and booing for us. And I do have to say,
They're our entire demographic.
and I would love for them to hear that as a producer, he is just
Dandy.
the worst. I mean the
Best.
The best.
I look up to him
Those are his kids.
as
Ranting
if
Ron
he was
sucks. He's
an
learning.
inspirational
He's,
high school gym coach.
Your high school gym coach was inspirational. Huh?
I said as if he
I want to
were.
hear. I want to hear about that.
That's not a real story. I said as if he were.
come on.
As if he were.
I thought there was a really
I was trying to.
good story about your high school gym.
I was just picking something very obscure, and Keith likes to take it and kill it.
You know what? I pull the gun out, I pull the trigger, and then I dig a hole, I drop it in the hole, I put the dirt
And
on,
then he shoots it again.
and then once it's in the background and take another shot. That's what I do. That's what I do. But at the same time, I've killed a lot of time on the show. A show that we had no idea what we were going to say when we came into. Yeah,
it's like you're a fucking ramp. Ooh.
Whoa!
I knew that swear. I knew that rule wasn't going to last. I also stated we're going to break every rule of what you shouldn't do on a broadcast.
You did, and I said, should we swear? And the answer was no, because I almost said an S word. Duran, don't tell Rant and Ron that Duran dropped an F-bomb, though. Oh, he was right there and he heard me.
Damn it, I'm fired.
What did I do? I'm so sorry.
I honestly tried to be a good host.
G. Williker.
It's been nice, folks.
Humphrey Bogart, G. Williker.
I'll miss you.
Jesus Christ. So, I don't know what time this show goes till. There's probably nobody watching, but this is a good test run. All this show is a test run tonight. This is a test run to see how this is going to work, and it's actually working. There's no dead air.
We've managed to talk about nothing for quite some time.
If you're ever going to have a show,
make it interesting, I feel.
If you're ever going to have a show that talked about nothing, this is the show. We have not gotten anywhere yet. We have killed a lot of time.
Bar some.
What?
Bar none.
Bar none.
That's it.
That's not what you said.
I said bar some.
That's what I thought you said. I didn't know what that meant. I thought you said
not
bar,
quite none. Some.
I thought you said bar song. And I was like, bar song.
Bar song.
Someone on the jukebox played the theme song for John Cena, My Time Is Now. I don't know if you heard that while we were talking.
Repeat?
It's probably in repeat.
On repeat?
There is a gentleman here that I know would play that song somewhere. Whoa, hey, whoa!
There's a wing on that plate still.
That must
all
mean
of our beers.
Does that mean the show is over? No. I don't, because without the beer and without the wings, the show is over. And it.
Next time you said yep.
I didn't say the.
So what
right. These are producer Rant and Ron's kids coming up and out and in and out saying no swearing. So
I love guests stopping in.
Wow, man! Anytime someone drops in, it's a good show. Although I did have something. If there's one thing that Rant and Ron in the background tells me is that the show is almost over. So tell your story so we can get him off the air.
All right. Hopefully, I'll finish on a strong point. I did not want them to steal my beer, so I hid it behind my back. And then you were going off on a tangent, and I went to take a drink. It was my microphone.
And it was your microphone. And then Ron wanted to come up here and show everybody his food that was in his mouth.
Yeah,
and he's telling us that we're almost done here. So, I'm going to keep talking.
And then that little
we
guy,
he's
underage. He's underage, kept walking around with beer. So but I had one on reserve.
Until we get the countdown that we're almost done, I'm going to keep talking because that's what a producer does.
And I like it.
So when he gets to, when he starts counting,
literally in control of this program.
Oh yeah, this is 100%
us off whenever he wants.
This
yeah,
show,
we just keep
are
talking.
the talent, and that's what happens. You see?
Hey, can we get cleanup over here? Can we get on maintenance?
We are the talent. He's the producer. So we're just here doing as he says. But you can tell, I've been saying the whole show.
What's that maintenance guy's name? Ranting Ron?
Ranting Ron, the maintenance man. So he's gone now, and we have his kids telling us that we have one viewer.
We have one viewer. And
I thought he said 1 minute. I
probably
thought he
came back.
It's one viewer. It's probably that girl that came back.
That viewer probably came back, and I hate to inform that viewer, they missed a lot.
You did miss a lot. You're jumping
a
into
lot
it.
went down while you were gone, but we appreciate you being here. But tune in the entire time next time.
I will say you can watch it back after, and we won't talk over each other as much as we are now. So now
we went good for a while, and then we just started talking.
I think we did real well because we had no plan going in at all, zero. We had no idea what we were going to talk about, no idea what was going to happen, and yet we
still don't.
No, but we've spent 45 minutes or something here just jamming away. So it's pretty impressive. Most people sit there and they just kind of talk to nothing, and they got nothing.
Dead air.
And I am hearing from the crowd right now that probably got picked up by the phone that there's no sports talk. That's not true. I did say sports before I ate a chicken wing.
And I said Buffalo Bills.
So
we technically talked.
A couple of little liars sitting over there is what I'm saying. Yeah. sorry to say.
And I'm not even going to mention that hockey team because, well, we know how that's going.
Rochester Americans, baby. Amherst all day long.
Boom!
How about Bandits?
They're always good.
So we're doing sports. We got sports.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know
this
much. Oh, roller derby.
Oh, yes. We're going to do sports here. I know the show's almost over, but we're going to do sports. He's going to talk roller derby while I eat this other chicken wing.
So I would not call myself an expert on anything. Like, I talk about how much I love pro wrestling and I love heavy metal music and playing the guitar, but I wouldn't even consider myself an expert on those things. However, I have had the distinct pleasure of attending every Queen City roller derby game this season, so I am up to speed on how that sport is going, and it is a very exciting sport. If you haven't caught a Queen City roller derby game yet, I insist, I implore you to go down to Riverworks and catch one of those games. Oh my God, it's Sissy Fit, founder of the Queen City roller derby.
Yep.
Oh my God!
As much as I don't like to, what is going
Stop
on?
molesting the guests!
I'm going to sit back down. I'm going to sit back down for just a moment.
Okay.
I thought.
We have the founder of the Queen City roller derby. How about that?
For a moment, I'm just gonna do this here again. Something you don't do on camera. So, for a moment, I thought I was real smooth about this. I'm like, oh, she came around. I'm gonna hand her the microphone. You can interview her for a minute. We're gonna plug the roller girls. It's gonna work real well. And then Humpin' Ron came in and just humped that segment away.
Classic Ron.
Classic Humpin' Ron, humping his way away. All right.
So
anyways,
we watched that segment.
We definitely did.
If I can get back to what I was saying, catch roller derby. It's a very exciting sport.
Where is it?
It takes place at Riverworks in downtown Buffalo. You can find out all the games by visiting their Instagrams or Facebooks or qcrd.net, I believe it is, maybe .com. You can Google it. It'll give you all the information that you need. Very exciting games, very passionate athletes, and I enjoy them every week. And you'll see me there, so that's cool too, right?
So, Rant and Ron here, who just turned one of the lights off on
your lights.
Yeah,
I got my
lights
lighting.
just got turned right off. I'm not sure why he did that. The lights are going off in the middle of the show. So what I was going to say was, as Rant and Ron likes to do. All right, well, this will be for the end of the show because I'm not yet. So what Ron likes to do as a producer is he likes to interrupt and jump on the camera and tell you things you already know.
Interesting, at least.
So he likes to tell you things you already know. So what he wanted to come tell me was that I needed to make sure to tell everybody that next week on the show we will have James from 103.3 The Edge. He's on the Shred. You might know him from the Shred Reagan Show. He used to be Evil Jim on the Shred Reagan Show. I think he doesn't like going by that anymore. But he just goes by James now when he's a DJ on The Edge. He's a producer there. He is going to be on the show next week. I had planned on leading the show out with that. But Ron came over, jumped on camera, and started whispering in my ear while you were talking. A little distracting, but that's the kind of producer he is. He jumps in, he ruins the show, he does whatever he has to do to make sure that we tell everyone 65-cent chicken wings here at Magruders.
Well, now at least everyone knows what kind of show you're going to be tuning in for every week.
Come back next week, because next week we are going to be probably worse than this. So come on back.
Worse or better, depending on how your perspective
Okay,
is.
so we're going to end the show, I guess, here. And we're going to end it with, I've never thought I'd ever say this, and I'm going to say it. And I never thought I would, but Duran and I are going to end this show with a sword fight. So come back next week because, this happened.
My name is Enigma Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Oh no, you broke my sword!
Boom! Tag.